What's up, everybody? Welcome. Welcome to Table Story Zero.Blue.Orion. Oh, the conversations we have before the show gets started. Oh, they're wonderful. They're wonderful. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the show today. You all ready? Are you excited and ready to get anime AF?
No, I'm not going to answer that. I refrain from answering.
You refrain?
I plead the fifth. That's what I'm going with now.
We had
I don't even know what that means, but I also plead the fifth.
I'll third.
You always hear everyone say it in movies.
Wait, are you pleading the third or are you pleading the fifth?
Well,
Yeah.
I'll thirdly plead the fifth.
Okay.
I'll plead the third too if that helps.
Just don't plead the sixth. Okay, whatever you do.
Never the sixth.
Otherwise, you won't be able to buy that ion cannon.
You'll never get it.
I really wanted an orbital space laser, but I always wanted.
Pick it up at Walmart.
Now at
I'm just gonna
Walmart,
Amazon
orbital
that shit.
space lasers.
Just Amazon the remote, next day delivery.
Exactly.
You gotta be careful though. The ones you buy at Walmart are not the best quality. Those aren't the
No.
top quality orbital space lasers.
Like paintball guns at Walmart. They're all right.
So I fired it twice and it stopped working.
Yeah.
You got your money's worth though. Welcome to the
Pull
show.
the trigger.
Welcome to the show, everyone. We're in a weird place apparently today. This is all
Monday.
Brad's fault, as you can imagine. Most conversations that happen before the show gets started are Brad's fault, and they escalate further from some nonsensical
PB
garbage.
just messaged me and said that the Sixth Amendment is trial by combat, and I do not believe you.
What I said.
Is it?
I asked him what I said. I asked him if he did it on purpose, if he chose the Sixth Amendment because that's the right to a fair trial, and it makes the joke even funnier. But nobody else said anything, so I wasn't sure. And now he's.
Can we get some table? What is it? What is it? Table? Because I've been calling it table bow in my head, but
it's
it's
not table.
cool.
Our
It's not even
prefix
table.
isn't even
Table's
Story
table.
cool. It's story
tables
cool.
too cool. Tables too cool. Thank you.
What? No, story cool. What?
Remember
we haven't
tables
used tables
too?
in so long.
Remember it? Remember the good old days?
Before I
Rage?
accidentally changed
Before
it.
fucking PB came in and made everything all nice and correct.
It
Got all
was,
the ducks
it
in a
was
row.
an accident, but I like it now. So
The rage when Brad's entitled ass was like, what? Tables too? No.
I was so disgusted. I mean, I was disgusted to even be associated with an affiliate channel,
Yeah, it was disgusting.
and that's how it was
It was
at the
disgusting.
time.
Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm ready. I'm a little nervous for
Okay.
today. I'm a little nervous.
That's real bad. That's real bad.
Wasn't until right
I'm
now.
tapping
someone's
out.
dying.
I'm tapping out.
I'm a little nervous for today. If you saw last
I have immunity.
episode, there's a few ways that this can go. There's a few ways that things can go today, and I think it's better if we get started soon and make some choices here.
Fucking hell. Pull the band-aid off.
Let's make the most
I
of the
know
time
we
we've
were
got left with
joking.
them, gang.
I thought it was going to be a fun one.
Let's just go then. I
I
guess.
know we've been joking about orbital space lasers, but it's not gonna happen, right?
I just want to stay in that mindset before we get started.
Okay.
Brad, start us off now.
Hello there, it's me, Brad. I'm playing Wyatt Slate, the first of 5 characters to die today. I assume I will be the first one to go, due to popular demand. We've been cancelled. In the old way, remember the old way of cancelling, when you would just have your show cancelled and not because PB said something online. I don't know what to tell you about my character because I don't know who he is anymore either, but I guess I'm sort of a pilot and I've got a morning cloak. I can't do this bit anymore. It's impossible.
So good.
For
I
Brad,
can't somehow- it was nice and easy at the beginning. I could be like, hey, I used to be a delivery driver. He smokes cigarettes. Haha, he's kind of like, mean. Now I have no idea what he is.
Excellent. Thank you, Brad. Fist.
Hello, I'm Fist of the Walrus, and I play the soon-to-be-deceased Stu Flanagan. He will be remembered through his works, such as his Rashman character and many commercials that he has starred in, and his book, 101 Ways to Seduce Your Way to Success, which hopefully will sell a few more copies when he is blasted by the Union and blown up into a billion tiny bits.
Well said. Thank you, Fist. Jay.
Hi, I'm Jay Britton. I play Heath Marker Brown 2019 to 2020, who'll be remembered for such things as his pleasure palace, being sexually inappropriate, and having more nicknames than anybody else in the cast. That's pretty much it. Uncle Fist is signing off.
Doesn't count when you assign them yourself.
Oh yeah.
You just point those nicknames yourself.
I did not call myself Golden Crowbar. I'm not having that in canon. Just know.
Well, it is now, so.
Yeah, it is now. What
God.
mistake
I think it was
did you
little
just
tiny.
make?
It might have been Tiny Crowbar. I can't remember. I give up. There are too many.
Yeah, it's probably the latter.
Groin tube.
Yeah.
Myth.
Hi, I'm Myth. I play Dr. Donovan Quanta Zephyr, first of his name. He fell asleep last week, and he's not waking up today, so that'll be fun. Yeah, that'll be cool. Can't wait. Let's play. I honestly don't remember what happened last week because I zoned out as soon as I fell asleep, and I thought it'd be best to shield the meta. So I honestly don't remember what
He
happened.
took an actual nap.
I was like, oh, camera's off. Sweet, I'm gonna go
Trying
get
to
a
stay in
crossword.
character.
Yeah, so I have no idea what's happened. What happened, chat?
Great. Great. PB.
Hi, I am Pumpkinberry, and I am playing Effie/Gabriella, a warring individual. That's it. That's all I got. Whack has terrified me, so let's scoot along and dive right in. I'm ready.
Thank you, PB. Thank you. I'm
You're
Wax
welcome.
Steven. I will be the GM of Doom. I'll be dragging the characters kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Welcome, everybody. Let's play our anime intro,
Yes!
and let's get
Sorry.
started. Let's do it. Ugh.
The year is 5016U. After many failures, humanity has reached new heights. Union is responsible for all of it. It is the tyrant, the watcher, and the guiding hand. The Third Committee watches over humanity, but is stretched thin. Threats loom from the Aun ascendancy, overreaching corporal states, remnants of the Second Committee, and other unknown dangers. Union scrambles to cope with the vast size of the hegemony and these threats by relying on unorthodox means.
On the last episode of Zero.Blue.Orion, the group met up with the other Seraph Lancers. Specifically, Wyatt met up with them. And they decided that they needed to do something as soon as possible and get out from this ship. They needed to get away. They made a hasty plan to get everybody aboard a shuttle and depart the Seraph away from the Second Committee's control and potentially find out about something that they have been having visions about, specifically that Gabriella, or Effie, however they're identifying themselves at any given moment, has been seeing a mech, very large mech known as the Blue Orion, Aunic in design, and its potential connections to someone from their past. A man, the codename Gold Lion, and a place known as the Hive. They managed to confuse the personnel aboard the Seraph, and with some hacking assistance by Heath, were able to throw off alarms and guards and things, and were able to leave the Seraph on a shuttle with their mechs. The Alpha team of Seraph Lancers, who were still loyal to Wyatt's brother, Tivius Slate, were dealing with the guards aboard the Seraph, and were seemingly unable to join them as they left. Wyatt was not having any of this. While the shuttle took off, in his morning cloak mech, Wyatt used his slipstream drive and hopped back aboard the Seraph to grab the Alpha Lancer team. The shuttle departed and had thought Wyatt lost, losing communication. They set course for what they assumed to be the Hive, according to Heath and his firmament abilities. These strange abilities that all of them have sort of been able to access recently. And as they are getting to learn their new abilities, they've been having some difficulties with using them to their full capability, but each of them seems to have their own special ability. Wyatt and his ability to use the firmament to teleport. Stu with the ability to activate hard light finger guns, like finger lasers, actual finger lasers. Heath in his sort of GPS locator-like abilities. Dr. Zephyr, who seems to be able to use gravity and make it his bitch. And Gabriella/Effie, who seems to be able to access memories or control them in the firmament. Wyatt, in his bravery/stupidity, was able to rescue the Alpha Lancer pilots and return back to the shuttle. The group reunited, was able to throw off the sensors of the Seraph and the detachment, the Seraph being one of several ships from this detachment, while they tried to make their escape. We're starting today's episode as you all have sort of plotted a course to the nearest jump gate to try and make it to the Hive. You are, however, under pursuit by the detachment of the Seraph, the Redemption, the Providence, the Judgment, and the Elysium, the other ships from the detachment. You've been able to throw them off for some time, but there's a good amount of travel from now until the next blink gate. These trips from blink gate to blink gate can last months. You were recently through the last one, so this one is only about a week. But that's a very long time to try to elude pursuers. So, from the end of last session, we'll say a full day has passed. Dr. Zephyr has awoken. Wyatt, you've been piloting? Or
Yeah, and
Reaper has been
probably-
piloting?
I guess we tag team that.
Okay. I think we'll start today's session with you piloting. We join you in the cockpit of this shuttle. You're starting to get notifications. That a new firing solution is coming into range for the Seraph and the detachment. Think about it like spheres of influence. There's a range to weaponry where electronic defense takes over, evasive maneuvers work better. There's a range where that happens. It takes a certain amount of time for a weapon to be fired and to reach you. And you can see that you have a very short amount of time until you come back into range of their firing solution. They're like cruisers and frigates. They're much faster than your shuttle. And there's only been so much hacking that Heath has been able to do to throw off their sensors and keep you guys out of range. You still have about a week approximately until you reach the blink gate.
Do I have a time on when we're in range, or we're in range now?
It's counting down. You probably only have an hour or less.
Oh, Jesus. I guess... An hour so hang on. So it's an hour until we're within the sphere of influence, or an hour until their fucking torpedoes actually hit us? They've been catching up with us?
An hour until you're within the sphere of influence. So like you've entered into firing solutions, like E-defense becomes significantly less viable. You might have to use actual evasive maneuvers and stuff like that.
For a week.
Yeah.
All right. I will put a specific call out to Ashura, Reaper, Gabriella, assuming it's Gabriella, and Heath. I'll contact them on the comms and say,
can you come to the cockpit? I've got something to show you.
Right away, sir.
You don't need it. On my way, boys. You don't need to call me sir. We're not really in a hierarchy anymore.
Oh, okay, right. I'll do my best to remember that, sir.
Don't matter. All right.
Yeah.
I think you would like Heath listening to this, because I have to do it as like the biggest smirk on his face, listening to Gabriella / Effie try not to call him sir. When all I can do is not call him a prick.
Gabriella,
yes.
You've been trying to repair the mech situation that's been going on. Is that correct? Or you printed out the hard suits and whatnot, which doesn't take very long.
Yeah, okay. So I gave everybody hard suits, and I don't think any mechs were damaged that I knew of.
Probably only a little bit of damage to Boomslang.
Okay, then I probably would have repaired that mech, but more importantly, I think I would have checked on Doc.
Yeah, Dr. Zephyr, you definitely were very exhausted and sort of passed out from overuse of the firmament. I think you would have woken up with probably a wicked headache. But other than that, you would have been roused without issue.
Doc, are you okay? I have to go to the bridge for a minute. Are you going to be all right?
I believe I'll be all right. Yes.
Okay.
What happened? Where are we?
You tried to use the firmament, I think, and you just hit the ground.
Oh.
Yeah. How are you feeling? Are you hungry?
Yes. I'm
Okay.
I'm low blood sugar.
All right.
I also have a very terrible headache.
Okay.
I'll be all right.
I have a tray of food here for you. Usually I'm really hungry after you know, the firmament business. So,
Very well. Thank you.
I'll come back and check on you in a minute.
All right. Thank you. Gabrielle. Effie.
Gabriella.
Gabriella. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Gabby's fine. Okay. Yep. And then I head straight to the bridge.
Okay. I think that I'm guessing that Reaper was probably like kind of passed out since you switched off from piloting duties.
Yeah, I assume if they're not awake, they're not going to show up.
Okay.
But I don't think I'm that bothered.
Okay, so I think, did you call the whole Alpha team? Or was it just Ashura and Reaper?
Ashura and Reaper, because I figure Ashura's in charge and Reaper's the other pilot. And Gabriella, because she's the only one I trust, and Heath, because he seems to have military experience.
Okay. So I think that Ashura would have shown up. Reaper's probably not there. Ashura wouldn't be too far from the bridge. So she'll kind of like nod her head at you. What's going on?
I assume this isn't a big bridge, so it's more like a little fucking thing where I'm in it and there's maybe a co-pilot seat. Like, I doubt it's even like Millennium Falcon sized or Falcon sized.
Yeah, not even close. Yeah, it's small.
I still will, I assume I have a display. If it has any level of like hollow, I will just move and then just show them. I think it would be easier to show them and allow them to see all the calculations that this machine is doing for us. That is going to let us know that we're about to head into this shitstorm. There we go. Looks like we've got less than an hour. And we might be in trouble.
I'm honestly surprised that we even had that long.
You're very welcome.
Right, yeah, well, I mean, if you look at this, we've only got, an hour for them to hit us, and then we've got to avoid them for a week.
Can Heath wants to look at, like, the map that we've got and see, like, pull out a sphere of travel time for our shuttle in an hour so we can get a grasp of what's within reach within that hour. Is there anything of note in there?
Okay. We need to roll.
Oh boy.
Crap.
Read a situation, please.
Character sheet, come back. Okay.
Actually,
Oh, never mind.
what's your bonus on that? Okay.
+2.
I'm not going to count your bonus here because read a situation. I think that's actually supposed to be based on like perception almost.
Yeah.
Or intuition. So it's still a pass. You can see that there's nothing that's close. The closest system that's nearby, or I guess the closest what are you looking for specifically?
At the moment, he's looking just for anything, but also anywhere that we could potentially hide or play possum or anything that would fuck with sensors like spatial anomalies. I'm going, full on space trek here.
Right.
Yeah. Any nebulas?
Yeah.
Space gas.
There is a nebula that is how far would it reach?
Nebulous? Very far.
Yeah, it would probably be close by. You can see that it actually encompasses your destination. And it's small, but this one is probably within range, probably a day away.
So the nebula is a day away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So nothing we can hit the edge of within an hour.
Nothing.
Okay. Seed's plan gone. So there's nothing of note within an hour? No planets, asteroid belts, nothing. All right, well, it looks like we seem to find ourselves in the most barren part of space. Not a chance to play possum.
What are you thinking?
Well, nothing with these options. I don't know. I mean, I can dick around with their sensors for a bit more time, but when you're this small, your options are pretty much hide or bite them in their ankles. It's not like we can go toe-to-toe with them.
We'd be destroyed outright.
Can we do a silent run? At least for a little while? Like when we know they're getting close?
We could potentially power everything down, but that would include our life support. We wouldn't have too much air. Just whatever we'd have in our hard suits and in our mechs.
Yeah.
Well, look, if we can get here about a day, edge of that nebula, maybe we can lose them once we get there, but that gives us another 23 hours to survive in our mechs. If we run silent.
The mechs are fairly efficient. We might get a day out of them. But
It's gonna be...
we only have enough for 5 people.
Yeah, but 5 people, I know it's not entirely comfortable, but 2 people in each mech, that give us at least 12 hours. That might be enough time for them to do a first pass. If we're shut down, what reason do they have to stay or follow us? Program an autopilot, go slow, drift like space rock.
If we could somehow scramble their sensors before we did it, it's a possibility. There's still the time that it would take for them to reach us and investigate the situation.
How do they track us into, like, in terms of getting this shooting solution? Is it like heat, radar, power signatures?
It's probably a combination of several things.
Okay. I mean, at this point, it sounds like our best option. I can do my best to buy us a little more time. Gabrielle, you'll help.
Yeah, of course.
We can also have Vagabond help.
Well, the more the merrier. It's not often I say that.
Angelo is our tech expert.
Sounds like it'll come in handy. How big is this ship?
Your ship, the shuttle, is...
Oh no, not this one. The one coming for us.
Oh no, it's not one ship. It's the detachment.
Multiple. Oh, right, right.
So the Seraph is a cruiser, and there are... And this is just... You would all have this info. I mean, you were a part of the detachment. This is basic info. There's 2 other cruisers besides the Seraph and 2 frigates.
We're in a shuttle, 2 frigates, and a cruiser. How many cruisers?
3 cruisers and 2 frigates are on your tail.
Well, look, as much as I'm likely to be the idiot that says let's go out and give them a punch, the best we can hope for is to batten down and hide the fuck away from them until we can get to that nebula.
Yeah,
Tuck
maybe.
tail and run. Time to get very cozy in the pleasure palace.
Hey, Doc, could you come to the bridge for a second?
Yes. I'll try. Give me one moment here.
Sure.
All right.
I have an idea. It's, probably insane, but I wonder if it's possible to use the firmament and Wyatt to blink gate ourselves.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, you know, your ability to blink and move around. What if you could blink the ship? That's how the blink gates work, right? They use the firmament somehow?
Well, yeah, but I mean, we don't really know how it works. You know, what if I blink after ship?
Yeah. Just for backup. Absolute backup.
Yeah.
Because we definitely can't fight that many ships.
Just to be clear, there are no weapons aboard this shuttle. We can't fight any ships.
There are mechs aboard. We're aboard. We're all pilots. It's not nothing.
I still don't like the idea of fighting them anyway. We don't know if they're all mind wiped or whatever.
I completely agree. We should avoid fighting at all costs.
Mechanized cavalry is also considered to be close combat for all intents and purposes.
Yes. I'm just saying, if they're on us and we have no other option, I'd like to know if we even stand a chance. We don't really. So I think we should consider maybe trying if the firmament, if it's possible. We should try.
It is an ace in the hole.
Firmament? How's everyone doing?
Exactly. Oh, hey,
Hello. What seems to be the issue?
is it possible to use the firmament to maybe potentially blink gate us? Like if Wyatt used it and was able to...
Well, that would be quite dangerous. I've never thought that.
Dr. Zephyr, I would like you... Yeah, go ahead and make a firmament roll. I'm going to say this is with 2 difficulty, I think. Ooh, very nice.
Take that.
Very nice.
Take that last week.
Yeah, I don't see the difficulty, but it doesn't matter.
I didn't do a difficulty.
Yeah. 2 difficulty.
2 difficulty.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Wow. Okay. So, Doc, you're putting some pieces together in your head. You're sort of starting to assemble a puzzle here. That everyone has these sort of unique abilities with the firmament. If you were able to use your abilities together, there is a strong chance that you might be able to pull something like that off. It's just a matter of making it all work.
I'm not exactly sure that Wyatt has the capabilities to be a blink gate or to then transfer essence through the firmament, but I do have an idea. Are we being pursued? Is that why we're all here? Is that what's happening?
I bring the thing up.
Right. There is something we can do. We are on a shuttle. This is the mass of the shuttle is far less than the cruisers. Here. Well, how much fuel do we have in power?
How much fuel do we have in power?
Just pull it up on the screen, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what is it?
Yeah, I think that you are probably... The shuttle would have been fully fueled before you left because it was set for the next use. We'll say that you probably... How far would it be meant to go? The effective range of a shuttle is usually meant just to go like planet hopping.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have too much.
Intersystem.
Yeah, it's usually meant to go like intersystem. So as far as fuel, you don't have a week's worth of fuel.
Do we have a fuel scoop or anything? Do we have any way to get fuel?
I mean, like if you were powered the whole way, you know, like if you were actually.
Yeah, we don't need a
burning-
week's worth of fuel.
You could just use the inertia
off and
from the
drift.
ship, technically.
Yeah.
But you know, like bursts or like changing course, all that shit's gonna consume fuel. Like if you have to land, that's a major, you know, use of fuel.
Right. Which leads me to my next point. So, with that much fuel, I believe that we may be able to pull something that may be a little bit dangerous. But I do think that if we are to work together with our new and, proficient abilities within the firmament, I think that we could pull something off. And I do have trust in each and every one of you that we can do such a thing. Now, listen carefully. Wyatt, I do think that we have the capabilities to actually, if we were to emergency stop the best way we can, how long what's our distance there before we get to a dead stop?
Beep, beep, boop, boop. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do it safely without like an emergency stop is people take like medication. You get into a crash chair, which is like super padded chair to slow you down, because otherwise you'd just be a splat on the wall. Without an emergency stop, I think it's probably like an hour or two, maybe at least.
Are they gaining on us?
Yes.
Okay.
They are faster than you.
We don't really have a lot of time. 2 hours, probably, if we didn't do an emergency stop.
Yeah, I feel like emergency stop would be the very last thing we'd want to do though, right?
Yeah,
Not necessarily.
I agree.
Not necessarily. If we use the emergency stop, this is why. Fuel consumption is quite expensive and quite a valuable resource when you have freighters and shuttles and cruisers that size.
Emergency stop is
frigates,
going to use a
excuse me.
lot of fuel, by the way, because you have
Yeah.
to fire the opposite direction.
Now, if we emergency stop, let's say they get close enough. We open the back hatch. I drop a lot of those. I drop the drones from the firmament, kind of scatter, and they can't slow down. They can't use their evasive maneuvers because they're already slowing down because we've already registered as an emergency stop. If they emergency stop, they're going to consume much more fuel than we will, considering their fuel stores and also their gravitic mass. And we will then drift past them, and then from there we could assess the situation, fuels if we want to go the other way, if we want to head towards the nebula, we can, or if we'd like, we could try jumping.
But they have weapons, exterior weapons,
And
Doc.
you have the firmament. They don't have to see us.
I don't think I follow. What do you mean?
If we power down, our signature will be minimal. And maybe with just a hint of what you can do, and I point to either Effie or Gabriella, I believe we could be invisible completely.
That's a whole fleet. I don't know if I can do that.
If not, they'll still have to evade the drones. And we also have the jump, if we wanted to try that. But that's the best way to burn their resources, throw them off our path, and we have a route to escape. We have the evasive ship. We have the fuel. And they will burn all of theirs in their constant travel. We've been traveling on the ships for weeks now.
I mean, not to poke a hole in it, Doc. It's a crazy plan, and I'm usually fully in support of those. We stop, they stop. What's to stop them just blowing us up the
Yeah.
second they're parked behind us.
Well, it's a
We would
matter of
power
them
down.
seeing us with their sensors.
Exactly.
That's
There's
a
a-
lot riding on the sensors, though.
There's a chance that they might be able to get a visual on us through actual, line of sight, but it's extremely small.
Like, if you had to ballpark a percentage.
Nearly infinitesimally small.
All right.
So once
Awesome.
we're parked next to each other, how long would it take them to acquire us on sensors again? They
That I do not know.
recalibrate. They think we're close.
Tough to
They
say.
recalibrate for short range.
It's
I mean,
tough
if
to
we're going
say.
to do this, let's just break and fucking jump.
I don't think we need to break to jump.
We don't need to stop either. We've got to keep going.
That's
We've
what I
got to
mean.
stay ahead of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're going to catch up to us eventually. Soon enough. They're faster than we are, but if we do shut everything down and try to disguise ourselves, that might be our best bet.
Well, we might as well keep going forward then towards the blink
Yeah,
gate.
I agree with that.
If we can get to
Also-
the blink gate, they're not going to be able to find us after that, are they? They don't know where we're going.
They don't know where we're going, but
We're going to the blink gate.
Right,
yeah,
but
they do know
after
that. Oh, shit. That's a really good point. They could just pass us and park at the gate. They're faster than we are. That's what I would do.
There's also the issue of us getting through the blink gate.
Yeah.
yeah, they're probably going to shut it down.
There are other blink gates, aren't there? Not
This
enough
is the
fuel for that.
closest one.
Yeah.
If we change
Right.
course, we'll probably burn through all the fuel.
Not to mention food.
Well, you do have a
Hold the
hand.
location of the second blink gate.
Beep, boop, bop, bop.
Michael, Heath, sorry. Can you, when you look at these coordinates, do you think you could direct us here? Like, I'm thinking if you and Wyatt and potentially me and maybe even you, Doc, if we all try to use the firmament, we all have exactly what we need, right? To maybe potentially jump not far, but just to that second gate, or even to the first gate, right now, before they even have a chance to catch up with us. We use the gate and we get out of there. I think we should probably go to the second gate, because they're going to assume we went for the first gate and look at the last jump from there. But if they know we don't have enough fuel to get to that second gate, they won't even think to check it. And if we jump there and use it, we have a chance of getting out of here.
If we navigate a new vector, they're going to then just beat us there. They can turn and
But we won't put it in our nav system. We'll use this nav system. And I point to Heath.
I'll use my head, Doc. Apparently it's now useful for something. I mean, I'm not one for singing around a campfire singing fucking Kumbaya, and I'm not holding Wyatt's hand, but sounds crazy, sounds stupid. But if he can blink us, I'll close my eyes and do the funny woo-woo stuff. I can probably get us there if Gabriella can help contain us in the firmament fucking space. I don't know, Doc, this is your area.
I would
however
like
it
to
works.
believe that this will be that easy. I want to trust that we can do it. But
What is our other option? Sit and wait it out? I mean, that's probably our best option. But if we do that, if we do that, they're either going to potentially find us or they don't. If luck is on our side, they're not going to see us on their scanners. They're going to go right by us for the only blink gate we have access to, and they're going to park themselves there and wait. When we get there, we'll just be caught anyway.
Why don't I frame this another way for you, Doc? Right, you're a scientist. You got all the notepads, experiments.
let's go on.
What's a better experiment than this? You spend the last however many years interacting with the firmament. You want to know how it works? You got 3 guinea pigs right here. Think of the notes you can fucking write if we blink a ship somewhere else.
That is very true.
And also, you could help too. With gravity and everything, if you linked with the firmament, you could potentially help Wyatt propel us.
Now that makes a little more sense. I believe we can. All right.
What did the tubes do for us? When you put us in the tubes, you said it would help us interact with the firmament.
It helps subside the side effects of interfacing with the firmament. My headache I'm experiencing now, my exhaustion, my appetite is all alleviated to a degree.
But it doesn't help us actually connect at all? It's not like a deprivation tank?
No.
All right. Well, then we don't need to do anything extra.
All right. Where do I go then, sir?
He looks to Wyatt. I look at Shura.
So, I've got a little Blinkate logo I'm gonna put here, just so you can get an idea of where this is. So, I'll bring up the map here in a second for people. You guys are just inside the Harrison Armory purview, their space, basically. And I put a Blinkate logo down. That's pretty close to you. The next closest Blinkate is not super close.
Yeah, it's just the next closest.
Yeah. The next one is kind of far. It's about there.
Fuck. Oh, that's so far.
Yes.
That is behind us.
Is there a limit on how far I can,
Well, I imagine so. That's even if we are able to do it, it's probably easier for you to do it to the first blink gate. Maybe it's better if we...
But is there a limit?
I don't know, Doc.
What was the question?
Is there a limit on how far I can go?
I don't know an answer to that.
Doc, I have to look up what kind of roll this is. This might be a heroic roll. Let me check. I think that was the name for it.
It's a bullshit roll.
Basically,
I've done some bullshit rolls in a while.
Yeah, I think you have to get like a 20 or higher to even get any info. Let me check.
But there's a chance that I know the answer.
Yeah, heroic rolls. Where'd it go? Heroic rolls. I lost it, man. Where'd it go? Okay, difficult, risky, or heroic. Yeah, so you have to basically get a 20 or higher to succeed.
Plenty 20?
You get to roll your firmament roll. This is, I'm gonna say this is with one difficulty. Oh my god! What? What?
Wow.
Wow. Okay,
For those
so
listening, that was a 20 fucking 2.
You were right. Last week, you were in stasis and you rolled that 1-1.
Oh my god!
Last week
God,
and
everyone
this
can
week,
unclench. Jeez.
you were charging up for this. Good God.
So
Take that last week.
there's definitely a range on these abilities, from what you can tell. There's no recorded range for the people from the Aunic Ascendancy. That's one of the things that there's limited information on. They don't have like full info on the chosen Aunic people that were able to make these jumps. But there's been assumptions that there is a limit, and you would assume that Wyatt definitely has a limit. I don't think that you know exactly what it is. You also aren't sure exactly how much he can like bring with him, but everybody like working together feels right to you, which I know is kind of like against the scientific method, but it's the only thing you have right now. You haven't been able to give everybody full tests on their abilities. Everything went to shit before that really happened. You know, you didn't get to test everybody and say like, okay, let's have you jump into the firmament and go from here to there. You know, you didn't have those 100 attempts that you could start to get data from, you know?
The back of his supercomputer brain is doing some secret math, though, and it's come to the conclusion.
Exactly.
That we are the Power Rangers.
That's it. Hold on. Form of.
So when all is said and
Zero.Blue.Orion.
done, can he get to that second blink gate with a 22 on the roll? There's a chance, but it's probably very difficult.
The studies of the firmament and blinking are much to the limits of light. Light is dispersed by the particles of quanta that are flowing through, and they only go until diffused. But what is diffusing them is, of course, the environment. But in this case, we wouldn't have our what we would be then diffusing would be the resource we use itself. If Wyatt was to do it, we could go as long as Wyatt can take it. And that is
with all due
dangerous.
respect, what do I have a limit or not? What? Yes.
You have a limit. But if we all maybe interface with the firmament at the time, there is a chance that you wouldn't be taken by the firmament, but would diffuse the energy amongst all of us, so we could then travel together.
That sounds like a risk.
That sounds risky.
It is a risk, and it's never been recorded. Not that I know of, but from my theories,
What are the
they're
odds
correct, they
that I
can be.
just? What are the odds that I just blink like half of us into a star?
I don't know the answer to that. But
Like,
it's a possibility.
but what I mean is like, is this a thing where I try it and it either works or it don't, or can I accidentally blink like only like my legs?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. I think we all need to last. Not just Wyatt. He might be driving. If I fall out, we spin off out into space and blink into nobody fucking knows. If Gabriella stops holding us in the firmament, we tumble out. We all have to make it for as long as we need to.
I think
They
it's better.
work.
I think it's better if we go for the first gate and rely on our tech skills to scramble our signal. I think it's too risky to head for the second gate.
Any idea what might be waiting for us at that gate, Ashura? Because we're not going to just walk through, I'm guessing.
That would be correct. It depends on the forces that were available. There is a standard blink gate patrol that waits at any blink gate, which would be a problem in and of itself. if they are alerted to our presence. Now, there is a strong chance of that being the case. With the OmniNet, I'm sure that they are aware that there is a problem.
Can't you just log into the OmniNet with your credentials and check? See if they've issued an alert?
I could. Could be potentially risky. They might have set up some kind of virus or something to invade our systems.
Hmm.
What's the scanning around? Like the blink on the blink gate. Can we float through, dead stick? Power off here,
We have to...
blink.
Well, we would have to program in a destination, and the gate needs to connect, and then we can go through the gate. But the gate would have to be controlled.
Alright, so we need to arrive there with what? OmniNet access on?
We would need
That'd be
OmniNet
enough.
access. We would have to somehow get past their forces. We would have to hack the gate to go to the location that you I don't really know what to call it, but sensed. And then we would need to travel from the blink gate to the destination that you sensed.
When we talked about the nearest blink gate, is there anything else nearby where we could maybe switch out the shuttle?
Gabriella, make a flat D20 roll, I think. Or do you have any skills relating to...
I have investigate.
Sure. Why not?
This is the part in the movie where we pull into a gas station and steal someone else's car.
Yeah.
Yep.
10.
Just change the plates on this shuttle.
So the within a day of you, there is a system. There is a there was Theseus 5, which you were at, which was a mining colony. This is I would say another mining colony. It's just a resource gathering setup. There might be some shuttles there. You would assume.
How far are we from Theseus?
From Theseus, it's in the
Yeah.
other direction.
I know, but are we as far from it as we are the blink gate? Because they would never suspect us going backwards.
Oh no, Theseus is much closer than the blink gate.
And guess who remembers who saved their lives?
Well, those people are aboard the Seraph. You took them off the planet.
All of them?
There weren't that many.
Oh, okay. So it's
like
empty.
It's like a skeleton crew, yeah.
Oh, shit.
We can go live the rest of our days in a mining colony. We could do
No,
that.
they have if somebody that comes to like refuel, it would be a while. It would be awful. But if we're trying not to get caught, I don't know. I just want to look at all the options, I guess. There's another mining colony over here that's closer than the blink gate. We could try to go there.
Well, go there, jack a shuttle, head for the blink gate.
Yeah, something like that.
Not the worst idea I've ever heard.
Well, I mean, we do have lancers with us. That's pretty suspicious, I think.
Like to go back, grab a shuttle, and then head towards the blink gate? Is that what I heard?
Yeah. Swap out what we're in. I don't know what would be easier, doing that or...
Make this trek again.
Heath. Read a situation for me.
Okay.
Okay.
6.
So we would grab another shuttle and then we would make this trek again with still possible USB waiting at the jump gate.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't need that.
I mean, either way, when we come back to this blink gate, new shuttle or not, they're not just going to let us go through.
Right.
There'll be questions and inspections. It's like none of you remember escaping your CERN.
Well, I mean,
Well, I don't.
Well, it was great fun, let me tell you that. Blink gates are not our friend. And at the moment, we've barely got time on our side. I say we use our special little hugging, let's all work together, happy clappy bullshit trick. I just fucking run for it.
All right. I would be willing to try that. I think that's our best option.
I don't know about that. I feel like it should be a last resort. We don't even know if it will work. We hedge all our bets on a gamble.
Well, we're hedging all of our bets on a gamble either way, Wyatt. We either hoping that they don't see us and beat us to the gate. I mean, time is not our friend here.
Right, but at least we'll definitely get there.
But they'll get there first.
Yeah. What if only half of us gets there? What if the whole fucking shuttle explodes?
I mean, do I need to remind everyone that in an hour, they will fire on us?
Significantly less.
Yeah, like 40 minutes now.
We either
Right,
blink
but we-
to the blink gate or we don't get there at all.
No. There was a plan A.
To go undetected, to turn off and do silent running. Yeah, that'll work for them to pass by us if they don't detect us. But then what are they going to do? They're going to go right to the blink gate. And they're going to just park it and wait. They
Yeah,
know
but at
we
least
have
we
to
get
go
there.
there.
In one piece.
We'll get there in one piece, and then what? We have to fight our way through 3... No. That's...
Look, Wyatt, I get it, all right? Men like you and me, we reach a certain age, performance anxiety becomes a thing. But all of us together, giving it a shot.
I really think our best option is to get a head start that they aren't expecting, something that they aren't anticipating, and they definitely aren't anticipating a mini blink gate of our own.
Not to
All of
mention
their
the
strategy...
confusion when we just
Exactly.
disappear.
All of their strategy relies on our fuel, our time. Our best chance is to screw that up. Not give them a leg to stand on, to disrupt what they think they know. You know, maybe they didn't even bother letting the blink gate know because they knew they were gonna catch up to us.
Hey, Stu. I'm curious. It's been a day, basically, since all this went down. What have you been up to?
Last Stu heard there was a printing machine,
Yeah,
and he was
Effie's,
excited.
Yeah.
Effie's printer, yeah.
Yeah, and he was excited because he thought he could print off some grooming products.
Okay.
So I'd imagine that if he was able to get those products, he would most likely be doing an extreme makeover.
Do making a 3D printer mess.
All right. Now, grooming products in particular are not exactly easy to come by. They have certain ingredients and whatnot that you can replicate, and some that you can't. What I'd like from you is we need to take advantage. This is when your triggers actually mean something.
My
Let's
time
see.
has come.
Yes.
Let's see. I have I would imagine
Show off.
show off or wet. What is wet
That
again?
was the towel, the wet towel. I don't know why you wrote wet twice. That was the wet towel ability.
I think I would imagine there would be a towel involved. Maybe just
Preparation.
use that.
You just have the towel ready, ready to hop in the shower.
Yeah, I'll roll with this. I feel like it's appropriate. Excellent. Nice. You sucked up all the luck.
So, for the last day, you've been trying to print out products that you don't know the ingredients for. You're trying to go off the top of your head and doing the thing where, you know how you can, they have like those dates where you can like go and create your own perfume, you know, like create your own body products or whatever. Add a note of, you know, citrus.
Vagina candle.
And you're trying your hardest to remember all of those like septuple word ingredients that are involved in this. But this is a basic hand printer. You know, this is meant to print the bare necessities. So none of those like recipes are really programmed in there. There's basic stuff in there. So you're trying to remember the ingredients off the top of your head. And it goes catastrophically wrong. For the last day, you've been printing out stuff that is just atrocious. Yeah, what's been the reaction basically from that?
I'd imagine like, you know those, have you ever seen like elephant toothpaste?
No, but I'm really curious now.
So elephant toothpaste, it starts out really tiny, but like if you add a simple ingredient, like it'll basically like increase like 10 times its size.
Okay.
It's like this crazy reaction. So I keep imagining that Stu is like fiddling around. He's like combining things, and like the things that he combines like explode into these massive soapy messes of just chemical overflow and just gobbledygook. And he's like doing this like somewhere far off in the ship because he doesn't want to, you know, he doesn't want to interfere with everyone else's going ons, but he wants to keep it secret. But I like to imagine like the room that he's in, like there's foam, like chemicals, like starting to seep out from under the door.
You don't like really have private rooms, really. I mean, there's like a rack, you know, of like some bunks, but this is a shuttle. It's not intended for as many people as you have on it, and there's not a lot of privacy. It's like the hangar, the cockpit, like maybe a restroom, and like a super basic bitch kind of like medical area that's probably like a chair, and like, you know, it's kind of hooked up to the wall with some straps and like has a really basic kind of setup. And then like your racks are just kind of built into the wall. So there's not a lot of privacy here. Where do you think you are?
Absolutely the bathroom.
Okay.
That's the one place with a mirror, I would bet.
Yeah. So we just hear like probably in the background.
What? Hello?
Hey, come on. You've been in there for an hour.
Well, I'm not done yet. I'll let you know when I am. There's some very important stuff going on inside of here.
I'm going to do some really important stuff out here in a minute if you don't let me in.
Just give me 5 more minutes. All
Five.
right?
I give you 2 minutes.
5, please. I'm almost done.
2 minutes.
I just need a little more time. Oh, God, that's going bad. Oh, God, it's starting to smell in here. Whoa. Oh, God. Oh, the smell. I can imagine, like, he's mixing chemicals together, like, the most disgusting slopping sounds.
You have, like, Effie's printer on your back. It's like a big backpack thing. It's all uncomfortable. I'm trying to remember Astroneer. You know that big backpack that they've got?
Right.
It's like that on your back, and you've got like a vacuum cleaner type hose thing that's attached to it, and you're just trying to shoot out the product.
I can imagine you can just hear this awful glopping noises as Stu says that. Oh God! Oh, it's gone really wrong! Ah!
It's at that point that you start to receive a communication from Wyatt.
Hey, how's it going? You really caught me in a... no! It's on the walls! Whenever you're finished with whatever you're doing, can you come on up to the bridge? Okay, yeah, sure. Right, 5 minutes. 5 minutes, and I'll be right there. I just need to clean something up. Oh, God, it's... I said 5 minutes!
I said 2 minutes!
I cut off the comms, and then I summon everyone else as well. I put in a call to everyone else and summon them up to the bridge.
Stu's gonna frantically, like, shove the chemical spillover into the toilet. I'd imagine, like, it's this weird, disgusting concoction of a variety of, like, colors. It's just, it looks awful, like cottage cheese.
Hey, Stu, if you're not too busy, can you wake Reaper up and bring him up here as well? Yeah, oh, okay, sure. Quickly, because we're about to be blown up. We're about to be exploded, so whatever you're doing really probably doesn't matter as much as you think it does. I'm sorry, why did you... Okay, all right, fine. I'll be right there. I'll be right there.
I've already cut off the comm.
Stu, makes an attempt to, like, clean his mess. He's basically, like, corralled all of this gunk into a corner, and, like, half of it's, like, seeping out of the toilet. He flings open the door. His hair is just abysmal from all the chemical spillover, and, like, the fumes have just really gotten to his head. It's like, hey, I need to... Reaper? Yes, it was Reaper. Where is Reaper? It's just standing in the door.
Get out of the way, man! And Vagabond, Trident rather, Lieutenant Seraph Detachment, sort of shoves you out of the way and rushes into the bath. What the hell is this? The door, like, closes, and it does the thing, you know how, like, when a gust of wind or whatever hits, like, a mountain of soap bubbles, it's like, like, shoots, like, launch, it flies, like, right into your face.
Yeah, I need to do something, so good luck with that. Stu's gonna hurry along and go and get, I believe, Reaper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna go find Reaper. I'm gonna guess he knows where Reaper is. It's a small ship.
Yeah, he's in the rack, getting some rest.
Stu's gonna, like, gently, like, try to nudge him awake. Reaper! Hey, how's it going?
Is it my time for the shift?
Yeah. Wyatt wants to see you over the bridge. It's really important.
All right. Yeah, all right. And he kind of swings his legs out. You know the thing when you're, like, so tired, you just, like, swing your body out, trying to, like, just, if I could just stand up, I'll wake up. That kind of thing happens.
Come on. I mean, it sounds pretty important. Something about blowing up.
Okay. And,
Well, let's...
he starts to follow along. And in the cockpit, we rejoin the rest of the group as Stu is joined by Reaper, and probably shortly thereafter, Vagabond.
All right. Everyone's here.
What about Trident?
Something tells me Trident's gonna be away for a little bit.
All right, all done.
Siren? Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna leave comms open, alright? But can you shut it off on your end so you can just listen?
Okay.
Yeah, just leave when you're ready, can you report to the
I shut off so that we can't hear him, but he can still hear us.
Mhm.
And then I just assume that we fucking tell them everything, like to lay the whole thing out. I say we put it to a vote. Plan A, Plan B, Plan C.
All right.
Plan D, we could send Heath over in his mech. You could talk them down.
Oh.
A silver tongue.
I am well known for my diplomacy. I fully support this plan.
40 minutes and we're making jokes.
What about a plan F? We considered that.
What's Plan F?
I don't know.
Significantly less time than 40 minutes, by the way. You have about 15 minutes by now, I think.
Are you kidding me? We have to do something.
Right, yeah, but let's not just make huge, great, life-threatening decisions without everyone being aware of it.
This from the man who jumped off the back of a ship in his mech. and
Without
just
telling
fucked off.
anybody else. Yeah.
Right,
You
but
lost your bottle since the guy 24 hours ago or something, Wyatt.
well, that was risking my own ass. You lot were punched in, ready to go. You made it out of... listen. Let's just try and stay on task, yeah? What are we doing?
All right, plan A.
What's the wild plan where we all magical girl, hoo-ha, fly away, vanish into thin air and hope that we pop out where we want to pop out? Or do we go silent, try and make it to the gate and hope that they haven't shut the whole fucking thing down?
I vote for incredibly risky, probably will end in death, glorious, wonderful death. Option A, Sir Captain Wyatt, Ensign Commander Wyatt, Sir.
Alright, well, I vote for Plan B.
I'm for plan A.
Plan A.
Plan A as well.
I mean,
I
there's a
don't-
reason why we have these powers. I mean, obviously, it's gonna help us, right?
No,
You
there,
just-
there is no reason for us to have these powers other than some deranged scientist messed with us and then a bunch of other deranged scientists messed with us even more.
Wyatt, you have to believe.
Yeah, if you aren't willing, or if you're going to hesitate at all, Wyatt, then it will put us all at risk, probably. We probably can't do it if Wyatt's not on board.
Finally, at least you see my reasoning.
Wyatt, no one's got a gun to our heads to do this, all right?
No, someone literally does have a lot of guns to
I
our
do
head.
have a gun.
Jesus Christ.
All
It's a-
right,
it's-
I
it's
guess
a
we will do
metaphor.
shutdown. We're going to do silent running, right?
Well, and I look at the Alpha Squad. They haven't voted yet.
Ashura says, I think that I vote for option A. You saved all of us.
I saved you with the mech, not with my own hoo-ha that I've done, what, twice? One of them I don't even really remember.
Jesus, Wyatt, you don't get to take responsibility for all of this, all right? It's not on your shoulders, it's on ours. You don't have to carry this. We're a
Yeah.
team. This is how it works.
Right, so as a team, we'll make a decision. I want a measured decision from everyone. I'm not just going to sit here and make these wild decisions on behalf of everyone else. If we're going to do option A, I'm in. We'll do option A. If we're going to do option B, we'll do option B. But I just want to know that everyone was okay with it and everyone understands what they're in for and what's going on. That's all.
I think we're all for option A. It's risky.
Reaper says, I'm for option B, actually.
What? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, most of us are for option A.
Vagabond says, option A sounds pretty crazy, but I think that it's not a bad idea.
We have 15 minutes until we explode and we were...
No.
Or do we have
Until you
15 minutes until we are fired upon?
Until you're fired upon.
Okay, so we have... Do we know... We probably don't have any idea when those missiles will hit.
They presumably... are they tracking us? Or is that also part of the deal here? Like, do they know where we are? Because if we're going to do the...
They're tracking you at the moment.
All right.
But that's because you're powered up and...
Yeah, that's cool. I just didn't know if they didn't know where we were, because that would give a little more credence to Plan A, honestly.
Reaper. I mean, Trident.
Yeah, there's like a second, and then...
Option B, I think.
Cut him off. What is that?
So there were two for option A and 2 for option B from the Alpha Squad.
Oh, option A. You were the only one of the original team that voted option B.
So 6 for option A and 3 for option B.
What are we doing then, Quanta?
Well, what do we have for what are the what is there a blink drive in the ship that is for jumping?
Nope.
No. Okay. So we only okay.
But we might be able to create one.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or yeah. With you and Stu, actually.
Me? Well, to be clear, let me just pull up the actual info on this, because it's kind of complicated.
The PRB.
Yeah, there's like a I think that you all have there's a blink engine basically.
Right,
the blink
that calibrates with the drive.
The blink gate is like giving you precise coordinates. Have people done blind blinks? Not really. Not successfully.
But so there is a component for blinking in the ship.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's to calibrate with the gate.
Yeah.
If we have some time, we could take the core out of your mech and rig it with the shuttle's blink drive. Blink drive in the mech is unrestrained, unlike the blink drive in the ship. That is meant to be calibrated in a handshake between the gate and, of course, the shuttle, but we could bypass that handshake by, of course, using the Shimano's core.
Yeah, but, I mean, has anyone actually manually ever built
something I'm sure it could take a little bit of time, but...
I mean, you have to link up a near-light drive with the blink drive on this, and then...
It would take about...
You can, let's see. I need a roll, Doc. This is not your area of expertise either.
No, it's not at all.
This is a flat D20 with like 3 difficulty, I think.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Can I just pipe up with something? I have basic mechanic engineering stuff, but like if I'm out, because I've done long distance travel, so I assume I've had to do little repairs if I needed to make sure that, you know.
Sure.
If it's a question for the party, I'd rather have the party answer than, because it's not in my.
Or can I use it to take some of those difficulties off of his role or something? If I can be like, oh, and if you actually connected the red wire.
give me a. We'll say that's gonna take 2 difficulty off. So we'll say it's a flat D20 with 1 difficulty now, Dr. Zephyr.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh wow.
Oh, Dr. Zephyr.
Totally making up for last week.
Okay.
I'm sure that maybe if there's shouldn't be quite too different.
Don't get too happy, because this is to know the info. You know that you could probably rig something up, but you don't have the time. This will definitely take some time, at least maybe a a day at the bare
Yikes.
minimum. You're also traveling in the ship right now. So, like, you have to access things that might be outside the ship, you know? Like, this is not easy.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, right? I'm not that bright. I'll admit that. We don't need any of that shit, do we? And a point at Wyatt. Isn't he our blink drive?
Yeah.
I'm the nav system. That's the whole fucking point, unless I tuned out for the last
Okay,
hour.
right. Yeah, no, you're right. But how do we do that? What do we hold hands?
Exactly. I've never had or experimented with Wyatt teleporting anything besides himself.
Worth a shot now.
I agree.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I mean, we're all going to die anyways.
I can bring my own clothes with me.
Right.
Right.
And hopefully us. I was thinking if we used the blink drive, it would take way too long. It would take probably about a day, maybe. We'd have to probably slow down the drives and then do a spacewalk and repair and
But
calibrate.
if
It wouldn't make
you
sense.
joined us in the firmament with your gravity, you could potentially make us weightless. Or as if we were at a full stop so that Wyatt could blink. Or you could help propel us. So there's 4 of us in the firmament instead of just 2 or 3.
That could work.
Well, if we're going to do it, we have to do it now. We have 5 minutes.
I mean, I'm pretty sure all it's taken last time is we just close our eyes and shut up for 5 minutes, and then magic happens. So mine seems to work.
I imagine it's going to be a bit harder than that.
Well, actually, the last time I did it, I kind of did do that.
Oh, all right then.
So I do my map thing.
I just sort of closed my eyes and thought, oh, it'd be great if I appeared in Quanta's office right now. And then I was in Quanta's office. So maybe I do that again.
Do make note of your CCE. I would like to see if it is a cooperative CCE.
Right.
Share, if you will.
If I might suggest one thing, if we've got time, I mean, unless you all desperately want to hold hands while we do this, I suggest we strap into our mechs, leave the comms open, work together. Worst case happens and we do blink ourselves into space, at least we won't suffocate and die instantaneously.
Well,
I don't think that's a good idea.
I couldn't.
I don't think it really
sure
matters because, I mean, we're basically inside of a container. You just want to put us inside of a container, and hope that I don't blink just us outside naked into space. Don't put thoughts like that in my head anyway.
All right. Try and mitigate risk once, and that's what I get. Understood. Risky option it is.
All right.
Well, am I not blinking this whole fucking thing?
Yes, we're blinking the whole thing, Wyatt.
Right, so
And
it's
you
either the
can
whole
do it.
thing or it's nothing, right? So,
Yeah.
All right.
I've got complete faith.
All right. Do we hold hands?
do we need to hold hands?
I think we should.
Yes, I think we should.
Do we need to?
The power of friendship.
I turn the lights off and I turn the like gravity off so we can float. Trying to do the replicate the tank feeling.
Wait.
What?
Bugsy not holding Trident's hands.
Trident, you need to hurry up.
We don't have to hold his hand.
Someone's got
I'm on the way.
Can't those guys just strap in? I mean, they're not really part of, team
They
firmament.
should strap in. I agree.
Should strap in and be ready
Team
to take
firmament
controls
needs to
when
hold
we
hands. Yeah.
okay.
Because we will.
Someone's gonna have to pilot when you pass out.
Trident sort of pops in.
Take a lot out of us.
Oh, Jesus, you brought that with you.
Yeah, we didn't actually. You can go strap in somewhere.
What?
Yeah,
Everybody
sorry,
strap in.
All right. There's not enough seats like up here to sit. And there's no like anti-grav. Like this is just inertia based, so like down is back for the ship, so can't like flip a switch and turn that off.
Okay.
Go and get in our mechs. Strap into them.
All right.
Yeah. Stu,
Yes.
hate to tell you this, but maybe you should go and strap in somewhere as well.
No, I think
What?
you should stay with us.
Or we're going to need a light show.
Well, maybe it's like our powers of the firmament will be, magnified if we're all holding hands.
I mean,
Yeah, well, that'd be
really,
good for
he
the
could be like a
gravity
light.
and the GPS and the holodeck girl and the old instant transmission. But if your powers were amplified, are you not just going to turn into like a fucking nuclear bomb?
I have no idea.
Propulsion.
Or do we
Yeah,
wanna-
could be propulsion. I could be like the guiding light that will shine through the darkness and lead us.
think he really
No,
wants
that's
to-
more of like a navigator's job.
Right, okay, but I'm not holding his hands then.
I think he really wants to come along.
Well, he can, but I
Give me
don't
your
want to. I'm thinking his hand's going to
Come on,
lose some
Stu.
fingers.
Okay, so
I'm
long as I
your
don't
hands.
have to hold Trident's hand.
No.
Because there's no soap in
No,
there.
they're gone.
Okay, thank God.
Are we doing this?
We are doing
I
this.
stand up and
All
walk out of the cockpit because I assume that we are in the whatever fucking area is just behind the thing.
I
I'll set
like
a
hands.
course as well that just, is an autopilot just because if we fuck it up and we all pass out.
Well, tries to hold back his excitement.
Yeah.
His excitement, but you could see in his eyes, he's just like,
This is amazing, and this is going to be wonderful.
Well, either that or we'll be dead, I guess.
Ada.
Have been in the coolest way possible if it does end up.
It's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, it's flipping awesome.
Matter what
Wish
happens,
somebody
we
could
will be
write a
making
movie about
history.
this.
Yeah, well, if we survive, maybe,
Or a graphic novel.
Oh yeah.
No. Everyone just only talk about the blink gate.
Sorry.
all right.
Okay.
Help if I blink.
You have the coordinates in your head? Heath?
Yeah, 2 seconds. I just get the holodeck orb up and just stare like intently for like 20 seconds at that dot in space that's the blink gate and burn it into my brain.
And I do that as well because I can project it in the space if you need it.
Stu's blinking a lot because he thinks that's going to help on the blink gate.
Blink, blink.
Like slowly, like a cat,
Jesus
just like
Christ, dude.
I'm just kind of like looking. I'm just kind of like looking over at everyone doing it. It's like, yeah, just
Okay.
I'm sweating profusely.
Dude.
subliminal images.
Stu,
Think
think
about the sun. Don't think about the sun.
Stu, think about lots and lots and lots of energy and power. Can you do that?
Yes, I can do that.
Okay. All right, let's do this.
You can see the firing solutions start to align.
Think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it.
And that's a good place for us to take our break.
Wow.
do not want. Love it.
Secretly, I was waiting for that point to happen because it's only in a panic last second ditch effort that I will attempt to do this anyway, like last time.
I was having to fight the desire so hard to quote Crimson Tide when you wanted to have a vote and just go, "This is not a goddamn democracy." Every ounce of self-restraint.
So, we're going to find out what happens to our group in just a little bit. We are going to take a bit of a break here, though. So if you have not...
Hazard theme playing. Where are we?
I
What's
love
going
that you
on
think
now?
that that's Dukes of Hazzard theme. That's great. But we are going to take a little bit of a break. If you haven't done so yet, please make sure you follow all of these wonderful people. Go give them a follow. Follows are free. Go make it happen. Head on over to tablestory.tv/ZBO where you can click on all of their links. Go follow them on all the places. And if you haven't done so, please make sure you follow Table Story, twitch.tv/TableStory. And if you have yourself a Twitch Prime or an Amazon Prime that you have not used yet, link them up. go give some support to one of these wonderful people. Go use your Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime on them and get yourself some emotes. Go get some emotes, support them because they're all wonderful people. And if you want to help support Table Story, one of the best ways you can do that is to head on over to tablestory.tv/pledge, where you can check out our Patreon. We have a ton of content up there. It's so much. So many podcasts. We've got artwork. We've got character sheets. We've got lore drops. And it's just a lot of stuff. We just recently did our Ready to Roll podcast for this month, which was about our first role play experiences. It's how we got started. So go check it out.
Was particularly lewd.
Yes, indeed. It involved a lot of streaking. And
I believe you literally said it involved a policeman and a cowboy outfit.
Yeah.
And the only way you can find out that's real. That's not me making stuff up. That's real, and you can only find that out if you go on to Patreon.
Yeah, check it out.
Brad, when you say that's not me making stuff up, that's real, that still doesn't mean it's real.
We're gonna take a little bit of a break, folks. We'll be back in just a few minutes, and check out this this trailer that we've got coming up for a new show with a guest GM known as Phil's Gaming. We'll be back in just a few. Hang tight for more Zero.Blue.Orion.
A simple task for gold. Deliver a small trinket to the Baron's wizard. Little do these adventurers know the events that are about to unravel, and the significance of the artifact they possess.
Welcome back, everybody, to Table Stories Zero.Blue.Orion. So, into the firmament we go.
Oh boy.
The black space envelops all of you. Familiar. Cold. Like that feeling of being submerged in cold water. Now, first things first. Dr. Zephyr, you were trying to use your gravitic powers, your firmament powers, to make everybody seem like they are floating. Is that correct?
Yes. So even like before we get into the firmament, I'd like us all to just lift off.
Please roll
As
your
if there-
firmament trigger.
As if there was no gravity.
Okay. The area around you starts to feel lighter, and you all sort of begin to float. You're doing that zero gravity like space experience, as if the ship was no longer accelerating. And into the dark space of the firmament you go. Each of you appears there in this sort of black echo chamber-like space. And you're holding hands. How do you do this?
How are we going to do this? We're just going to all try at the same time, or?
I guess it kind of starts with Wyatt, I suppose.
Hey, I don't know where I'm going.
Shouldn't he be last? Yeah.
Are we in the firmament?
Yeah.
Something tells me it kind of all goes together. I don't know how we're going to link up. Like, I'll close my eyes and picture where we're going.
What about on a count of three? Like on three. And for fuck's sake, we're on three. So one,
Like,
two,
1, 2, 3.
Then we all do the
thing.
hoo-ha.
Okay.
Right, hang on. Wait, is it 1, 2, 3, do it? Or
Yes.
1, 2,
2, 3,
do it?
do it.
1, 3. Oh, okay, right. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be 4?
Yeah, so
It's sort of on the count of 4, but not
Yes, the
really.
countdown is the rhythm, and then on the fourth
Right, so
beat
1,
would be
2,
No, really, it's-
3. And then
Really, it's 4.
activate.
I just want to make sure.
Well,
I'm
4
very
is
stressed.
activate. 1, 2, 3, activate.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, activate. Could I say 4
Activate.
instead?
You can do whatever
Sure.
you want because you're a bomb of light.
Do I just need to be on all the time? I mean, am I the one providing the energy?
I'd say you need to be off.
When do I get turned on?
What?
Don't get turned on in here.
No, I think you should be energy as much as possible.
Okay. I am energy.
Activate coaxilars.
I am a GPS. I am a GPS.
So, what order?
Instant transmission.
You're all trying to do this simultaneously?
Yeah.
Apparently on number 4 in the count. So we're all like prepping and then teamwork.
Okay.
That's what we're doing. We
Yep.
came up with the plan.
1, 2, 3, go.
Firmament rolls from each of you, please.
Not like this. I'm so glad Stu failed as well.
Okay. So,
We're all working together, so we have no idea. Ultimately, that's pretty good, I think.
Not
For
bad.
everyone. It's not bad. For those listening, Gab is at 13. Stu's at a 7. The Doc's at 16. Heath's at 15. And Wyatt rolled a 9.
Add it all up and we find the median, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wyatt, I would like you to roll another firmament roll, this time with 1 accuracy.
Okay. There's a 1 accuracy, a 6. 14, 20 in total.
It didn't pop up. There it is. So, inside the firmament, you feel the cold water-like effects start to spread from your feet all the way up to the top of your head, spilling out across your bodies. As it reaches your feet, you all start to rise up off of this black space, this ground. And you can feel Dr. Zephyr's control of gravity start to spill out, and each of you rises up off the ground. You start to see the ship, the shuttle, form all around you. And you can see the holographic projection of the map, the systems. And just out of intuition, you look towards Heath. You see Heath concentrating. And you all know this position. You know this location. You can see it in your mind's eye. Because you know that Gabriella is connecting you all. She's linking your minds together. You can feel Stu's energy course through you. Just his general energetic self seems to be radiating through all of you. Wyatt, you can see this location. You know that you just have to take a step and you'll be there. Everybody's counting on you. I believe in you.
I believe in you, Wyatt.
You got this, Wyatt.
Come on, you prick. Let's go.
You are capable to do this.
All you have to do is take a step.
I want to let go of whoever's hands I'm holding on to. And I want to reach up and visualize Luca's hands. And have him pull me up. Help me take the step.
Effie's linking you all together. You know that you can do this. You see a visualization of Luca start to appear.
Come on, Wyatt.
I think Effie will appear as well. You can do it, Wyatt. We're a team.
We have to hurry. We have to go.
You take the step.
Yeah.
I knew you could do it. Everything goes quiet. And everyone holds their breath. You release. And you come back to yourselves in real space. You all take a deep breath simultaneously.
Did we fucking do that?
Heath will go straight to the table and like find out where we are.
What?
You see a desolate planet in front of you.
Where are we?
That's not a blink gate.
No.
And Heath will like expand out the sphere, trying to find the nearest point of reference for what this might be.
You see that you have not gone to the blink gate. You have, in fact, landed in the space around this area known as the Hive.
I don't want to, toot my own trumpet here. But apparently we're there. Like there.
This just happened? This just happened!
That's light years of travel.
I don't know what you were worried about. It's fine. Easy.
How did... This can't be real.
Are we going to go anytime soon?
Oh, we went, and we're there. We're directly in front of the hive.
What are you talking about?
Check for yourself.
You might want to pop a window.
Does this mean we can go to Mars anytime we want?
I don't know about that.
How about that either?
Oh God, I'm so hungry.
As you look around, you can see that Wyatt is passed out.
Wyatt?
Uh-oh.
Oh God. Is he okay? Like, is he bleeding out of his nose or ears or anything, or is he just unconscious?
A cursory glance. He does not look well.
Oh my.
The color is drained out of his face.
My theory was wrong. I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
It didn't diffuse the energy. It's the resource that was used was his life.
What?
I have to go to the... Could you help me bring him, please?
Yes, of course. I lift him up immediately.
And I try to rush him towards anything that is probably the chair that has the first aid kit next to it, our med bay.
What do you need to do, Doc?
I'd have to run some scans and see what we have. Let's check his vitals.
I immediately check a pulse.
It's very weak.
It's pretty weak. Like, incredibly weak.
Right, well, we're gonna need... bring some nutrition and some food from the deck.
Okay.
All right.
Stu?
I'm on it.
Oh, come on, Wyatt.
We switch scenes.
Fine, he's just being melodramatic. He'll be fine.
We switch scenes. Oops. Wyatt? You're still inside the firmament. Still holding Luca's hand. Effie's there, sort of looking at you.
You did it, Wyatt.
I don't think I did. I think we did it.
Yeah. As a team.
Yeah.
As a family.
As a family. Why are you still here?
I don't know.
Do you want to go back?
I don't know.
Well, yet this is no place for you.
Not really sure about that.
Please don't let this be a place for you.
They need you, Wyatt. You can't stay here.
I'm not sure if they need me.
Of course they do.
Why would you say that?
All the mind wash bullshit, all that stuff is wearing off. I keep creeping back to who I used to be. It's no good. You gotta understand that I fucked up pretty badly. I got you killed, Luca.
No, you didn't.
Well, I played my part. And it's had its effects on me. And for a while there, I didn't have like my own hubris, my own shame.
I used to read stories to my little girl. And it seemed no matter how dark and sad the story was, it would always end happy. If your story is to end now, you can never make it happy. Do you want that?
I don't think I like my story. I don't want to know my story. I don't want to know the end. I don't want to remember. I was quite happy being used like an empty doll. You know, at least all of this weren't for nothing.
I think you start to visualize, you see clutching at Wyatt's leg is young Wyatt, looking like a child afraid to sort of speak to someone.
See that kid? He's gone. And then the person he grew up to be, he's gone. And then the other version of him, he's gone. And none of them can help you.
And who am I looking at?
I don't know if it matters.
As they...
It doesn't matter. I got them where they needed to go. For once I didn't fail. I didn't fuck up.
You will leave them. You will leave your story.
Would it really be so bad?
A lot more exciting out there, I assume, than in here.
Effie's in here.
I know.
You're in here. Sometimes Elisa's in here.
It wasn't your fault, you know. What happened?
Maybe not entirely.
Wasn't. if you need to hear it, I forgive you.
I'm not sure if I can forgive myself, though. Not really.
What if they fail?
No, they won't fail.
But what if they do, and we give up now?
What if they need to get to a location that's a part of a very far across a canyon or something with the acid river and things like that, and you need to blink them across. But if you don't, they die. What if that happens?
Or what if they just want to succeed with you around? What if they don't need any special powers at all? What if they just want to win, and at the end of the day, they want to look over and see you and say, we did it together?
That's what I wanted to do, and I wanted to do that with Luca, with Elisa, with you there. I don't think that's how it's gonna work out.
There's still time.
I'm scared that if I go back, I'd fuck it up more.
Know what I've always liked about you, Wyatt? No matter how much you fuck up, you always fix it up. With flying colors.
Yeah, well, tell that to the empty mech that you used to sit in.
It wasn't your fault.
Yeah, but I can't fix it.
I think you feel the absolute unit of a hug embrace you, but you can't see much of his shape.
I am here. Whatever this is. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm not gone. Right.
I think sometimes bad things happen. But sometimes good things too. And if we stay in here, we'll never know, and we'll never experience anything beyond ending in sad. I think Luca's right. I don't want my story to end here. I don't want to win without you there either.
I would like to look back over my shoulder and see what I see there.
Behind you, I think you see the old you before the experiments. You're in your delivery outfit, sitting on your freighter, and I think you are probably searching for some kind of anime or something to watch. You got a long trip ahead of you, a long, boring trip. And that's what it is. It's boring. It's one of those moments where you just can't find anything to watch.
If I'm gonna go back,
Just to be clear, that's behind you.
I turn back around to the versions of these two that I can see.
As you begin to turn your head, you see another version of you, the young Wyatt, the kid Wyatt. The kid that's dressed up like their favorite anime character, probably jumping off the bed, hurting themselves, getting right back up, and has like a cape or something on, and you've got probably some kind of like action figure or something, and you're like crashing them into each other and firing off rockets and things. But you only see that for a second. You bring your head back around, you can see Effie, you can see Luca.
If I'm gonna go back there, if I fuck up, if something goes wrong, it's gonna be worse than this. It's gonna be worse than I don't know if I want to risk that.
But what if it's not worse? What if it's better?
Just for a second, you see yourself as Boomslang in the morning cloak, zipping around and attacking with a badass sword. You see yourself jump onto the Seraph and grabbing the Alpha team under heavy fire, shielding them from the bullets raining down by the guards, taking damage, but shielding them and protecting them and grabbing them. You can save them. You did save them.
I don't think we know Wyatt.
No, we don't know. But I do know that I've fucked up before. I've failed before.
And you've succeeded too. Maybe more times than you failed, actually. I conjure up the time with the knife where he nailed it in his first attempts, and I'm just cycling through because that's what I can do in this space, is share those memories. And it's not as if a third person. You are seeing it from Effie's perspective, which is always just wow, like from the eyes of a child, and how much she has admired you and thought you were really good at what you did. She always thought the team was fantastic and so much better than her. She's technically like 3 years old, I think, but I imagine her more like a 6 or 7 year old. So it's a child with great admiration for you.
That person is gone. That person cannot do what needs to be done. That person is crippled by guilt and shame. That person was erased
hear just barely there voices. You can hear Stu's voice, you can hear Heath's voice, you can hear Dr. Zephyr's and Gabriella. Distant but there. It seems like Wyatt isn't breathing.
Do you think if someone who's broken can still make a difference?
If I try and go back there and I try and finish this, what's beyond that?
Life.
Jesus, stop, do something.
I'm trying my best here. Do we have another tray of food? Bring the food. Where's the nut sauce?
Stu, go get supplies. Now!
Wyatt, are you there?
I stretch out my hand for Wyatt. I'll go if you go. We can try together. I can't promise it'll be good.
Jesus, don't lose him, Doc. We need him.
But you won't be by yourself.
No. You're right. Frankly, I've always been by myself and I didn't need to be. I reach out and I take the hand of the little kid, Wyatt. And then I step back and I take the hand of the Wyatt that was behind me. I bring them close to me and I step away from Effie. And then I bring the other Wyatt over. And I'd like to just step into them.
Are we going to be a hero now?
We're gonna try.
We switch scenes. But before we do, you swear you hear. Found you. Wyatt takes a deep breath. It hurts.
Wyatt,
Oh.
are you all right, Wyatt? There's
No.
lights shining in your eyes.
No.
Oh, thank God.
How are you
I thought
feeling?
You were gone.
I told you it was just being fucking melodramatic.
Where's Effie? Where's Effie?
I'm right here.
Okay.
I think my nose is bleeding.
I think I can't see colors.
Can't see colors.
No.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Don't point any fucking fingers near him, Stu.
Yeah, well, hey, can I bum a smoke off one of you?
Do you need a light? No, that's probably a bad idea.
No, yeah.
Heath will pat down his hard suit, just see if he's got any fags on him.
Yeah, roll me a flat d20.
It's a 10.
1.
There is one sort of
Prison roll-up.
misshapen
And
cigarette that's left.
I will, like, it's like deep in my pocket, like I'm rummaging around in there, and I pull it out. Don't say I never do anything for you.
Yeah. Light.
Gabriella, put pressure on it. Here.
Oh,
Oh, that is beautiful. That is.
That's
That
a
is-
special brand.
How old is that? Oh, it's
Back.
lovely. Oh, it's so good.
Does this mean you're back?
I didn't know you smoked, Wyatt.
Well, I don't. I mean, I do. I mean, I don't know either. Oh, that's nasty. That is beautiful. Oh, God.
All right, he seems to be getting some color back in his face. Can you see, you can't see colors, or can you see colors? What was that about colors?
What? Yeah, no, I can see some. I can see some greens. I see some greens now.
Well, put your hand
all right.
in your eyes there. Let me get that.
Effie, you good?
I think so.
Yeah, come here.
Effie, I thought this was Gabriella.
No, it's me.
Oh, hello, Effie. Hi, hello again.
Hi.
We made a deal. We made a deal.
Yeah.
I like drawing close and hug her roughly.
Oh yeah, I hug him back, and I.
Lead on him.
Yeah, I'm probably bleed on him a little, but I do. I have
on
a
it all.
cloth. I'm sorry.
I just wanted to apologize.
For what?
When before, when I was all loopy, or I think I might be a bit more loopy now. I shoved you.
Oh. Well, that's okay. I was actually impressed. It didn't even hurt.
Well, all right, no need to.
No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. I just mean that we're all stronger now, and you're really strong, and I thought that would have knocked me on my ass, but it didn't, and so I just.
I want to squeeze her as strong as I can.
And I think.
Yeah, not strong. Not strong, eh? Look at that. I just came back from the brink of death.
No,
So
that's really strong, and I think
Yes, you have, and I don't think you should exert any more energy.
that's all right. I let her go. I push her back. It's all right, and I sit
Oh,
up.
hey, my nose stopped bleeding.
Yeah, look.
Thanks.
Look at that. Look at that. You think I look a bit bigger than I did before?
It's hard to tell. I was in the firmament for so long.
Look at
It
that,
was
look,
just like
look at
the
that.
same stuff repeating. Is that chest hair?
Yeah, and it's not green. You know why? Lucas strength. He said it. Right? You weren't there. None of you was there. Even if he was looking the wrong way. Lucas said that he'd lend me some of his strength.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, if I want to, I can be as strong as him now.
An absolute unit.
Yeah, so you'll have to call me, I don't know, the strong one, or, you know, the big one, or like, you know.
The massive prick.
I miss him.
Well, I mean, we don't want to be swapping names, you know. You can keep that one.
No, I've got plenty. But now you've got your big boy hair. Does that mean we're ready to, fuck off down to this planet? We'll finish playing Happy Families, lovely happy clappy reunions.
What planet?
What is this place exactly?
Yeah, what are we doing here?
Well, did we not fucking make it? Jesus
That's
fucking
it.
No, we made it a little too far.
That's where the hive is. That's the Blue Orion.
It looks like an unremarkable planet. Like there's no activity flying around or anything like that. Looks like a rather unremarkable planet.
I don't know where it is there, but I know it's there.
Has a very light atmosphere.
Huh. So, like, where do we start?
Yeah. Echolocation. Let's use the human sonar.
Probably just. I was thinking we could probably just scan it, but if we.
All of you
keep chirping,
are probably the hungriest you've ever been. And there's like a certain level of exhaustion that happens when you're up for several days where you have insomnia or whatever, where you almost feel numb. And
our stims are wearing off. Those three of us that took stims as well.
The stims.
We're about to go into a coma after all of that.
Right. Again.
Yeah. There's a level of exhaustion that I don't know if you've ever experienced before, but you were all feeling so fucking tired.
Oh no, I can't see green again. It's gone back.
I think I'd like to take a nap, and then we can go down into the planet.
The other twats on board still.
There was exaggeration in my as well.
Yeah, I think time for a tactical nap. The old A team can fly us down or whatever.
Quickly tell them then.
Right, the A team's here. Thank you.
Sure.
I'll just.
This is Zen Slate. We're having a little nap, little sleepy bye. You're having a what? This is it. We are currently trying to make a scan for the. You got it right,
Yes, Orion. I would love another reward.
And that's a good place for us to end the session today.
I want to be the big spoon, Blanson.
Watch over. You're hogging him.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Wow. Oof. So just so you're aware, the way I did that mechanically was every success.
I don't know if I want to know.
Every success of your firmament rolls added an accuracy, or if you failed, it added a difficulty to the roll. I won't tell you what would have happened if it was an overall fail.
Because it could still happen.
But I will say that it's also very lucky that you got a total of a 20 on that roll.
Go team.
So that's great. Good job. Super, super lucky. And you have arrived at this nondescript planet. And I would like you to think about how to proceed for the next episode.
Yeah, it's called Wake Up and See What the A-Team did for us.
Yeah. They're all dead.
I hope we wake up and they've done it. They just used our mechs. They did the whole thing. We wake up.
Orion's just being loaded onto the back of the shuttle.
Everything's done. We're on the way to Mars for drinks. Like, oh, no, we're not.
Heading back to that Blinkade that you guys wanted us to go to. I don't know why we're here.
Yeah, and then it's just the Blansover Part 3.
Oh no.
We're back.
And we go through the memories of what happened down on the planet.
I'd quit the show.
That'd be a great way to end it.
I would love to troll everyone so hard by ending with the Blansover.
It would be so horrible.
Blansover Part 2. Hey, Blanson!
That's how it ends.
I was here the whole time.
Pew!
This whole thing was actually just.
It's called Zero.Blue.Orion. They're building it on some moon.
Yeah,
That's
so good.
no moon.
Good session, everybody. Good session. Yes, we're ending a little bit early here, but
good.
There's reasons that's happening.
Narrative
reasons. There are reasons.
Reason says he's got to come up with whatever the fuck happens next because he expected us to blink into the nearest star.
No. I had
He
three.
was like, fuck, they should be dead.
So I made three.
It says here on the script, they are dead now.
I made three predictions for what you would do. And I had to keep it vague because I couldn't like build this whole crazy thing for each one.
Right.
So yeah, it was one of my predictions. It was one of them. So I got
Was
it
that
right.
the first one?
It was
Because I saw your face when we were like, let's try to get here. And
It was number two.
Didn't-
It was number
yeah.
two. It was number two. But yeah, good job. And let's go around the room. Let's do some shout outs to wrap everything up. PB, would you be so kind as to start us off, please?
Sure. Hi, I am Pumpkinberry, and I have cried 2 days in a row on this fucking channel.
High five, Wax Steven. I don't know where you are on the overlay. You're there, I think.
Both of you. Okay. Yeah, I usually stream narrative games over on my channel. I'm going through Chrono Cross right now. We played through Chrono Trigger. That was a lot of fun. And I actually think, let me just double check real quick. Yeah, I can announce I am part of the We Never Left podcast, which is in the Coriolis rule set, which is super exciting. Sci-fi, short, like 5 episodes. So that's something that you can look forward to. I will post links on my Twitter. They just announced it like 20 minutes ago. So yay, I can now talk about it. Yay. So yeah, that's it. That's me.
Thank you.
Can I
PB.
not cry next week, Wack, please?
I can't. What would possess you to think that I could control
Yeah, you're
whether or
right.
not you
I can't
cry?
even control it. Yeah, okay.
Am I some sort of mystical guru that has magic powers? I can't control your tear ducts. I mean, I can make you cry whenever, but
Yeah. PB probably cried at some like just completely random shit anyway, though. Like, it's not much of an achievement to make PB cry. She probably sees like watermelon. She's like, 2 shades of green. Ah! You know, no one knows why.
I do cry during commercials.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
Sometimes.
I once saw a blank piece of paper floating in the wind. I cried for a week. Like, all right,
Cried for a week.
sure.
No, okay. I have no defense there. So
Hey, that happened once.
that happened once.
All right.
Myth.
Hi, everybody. I'm Myth. I played Dr. Donovan Quanta Zephyr, as well as also special guest appearances by Luca. That was fun and terrifying and also very emotional. Thank you, Brad.
I'm sorry I dragged him into it.
How dare you? How dare you make me feel feels? So you can follow me on Twitter. I suggest you do. I'm in a lot of shows this upcoming month. In February, I'm starting, and a lot of shows are happening. That'll be fun. Check them out. It's going to be great. There's one called The Rise of the Veiled Alliance. It's going to be on the LFM agency, and that's going to be a Dark Sun homebrew fun.
Dark Sun?
game.
What?
So that's going to be coming out. I'm
Dark
super excited
Sun.
about that. I can't wait.
Wait, when does that start?
That is the 11th. So
Hey,
should be great.
my calendar.
So there's tons of others as well. So check me out on Twitter to find out when things are happening. I'm shooting a Star Citizen movie right now, so my streams are a little on the back burner while I edit and shoot and such. So see you there. Thank you. Can't wait for next week. Can't wait to cry again, probably. Thank you.
Thank you, Myth. Jay.
Hey, I'm Jay Britton, voice actor, streamer. You can find me on Twitch, Jay Britton, or Twitter, voice Jay Britton. I was Heath this evening. I don't want this to end. We're all gonna die or we're all gonna survive. I don't really know. I'm currently doing a Dark Souls 1 through 3 playthrough over on my channel. We're about 20% into Dark Souls 1, and we're on 111 deaths so far. So that's going well. That's about it, really. I'm currently running like a betting pool on the number of deaths across the 3 Dark Souls. We'll see how that goes. But that's it, pretty much. Come say hi. I love this show too much.
Brad, didn't you do a no death run?
Me?
Yeah.
I've never died in any video game. What are you talking about? I'm a gamer.
I
I think
had
I'm
someone-
some like a half beta gamer like Jay. Come on, man.
I'm not a
Any
real
one
gamer.
death. Lame.
I had someone come into my chat and the death counter was on 91 or something, and they were like, "Oh, 91, that's not bad for a first run through." And I'm like, "No, I've already done 300 hours of this game." And they're like "Oh, okay."
Shame.
Shame.
Really good, Brad.
Thank you, Jay. Fist.
Hello.
Wait, can we not end his shout out on shame, please?
Yes, we can.
It feels appropriate.
Yes, we can.
That's fine.
Following up with shame. Yes, I played Stu Flanagan, and wow, there's like every time there's just something that has to invoke tears, and it's not healthy. I didn't sign up for this, but looking very much forward to seeing what goes on the. I can't remember the name of the planet now. Oh my god, I'm spacing out.
The Hive.
The Hive.
The Hive.
Hive.
Yes. I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen. I am very terrified and excited at the same time, which is a common emotion on here. But you can catch me playing random games at the moment. I'm kind of bouncing back between RP servers. Done Atlas, Arc, GTA in like the past week. I believe
Transfer
there's
Citizen.
I think
Come
that
play
game
with
would
me.
actually make my head explode. Like I can't wrap
looks
my head
amazing.
around it. It looks amazing though. But like when it comes to those sort of games, I can never wrap my head around it. I've like no idea what the heck is going on. I can't keep track of like
I will
multiple
teach you.
things. Maybe. I'll
Yeah, I came to your stream the other day in Ark, and you had like a fucking Death Star hippopotamus elephant thing that you had built manually. So I'm not going to believe you there. I think if you can create whatever quantum accelerator you had made
Death-opotamus.
for a fucking dinosaur.
It's easy. It's like Legos. You stack one here, you stack one there.
Yeah, that's what
bottom
quantum physicists think as well.
Ah, the collapsing star goes in the neutron defibrillator. Blah blah blah. Yeah, well,
Stack it up or inside of itself. That's
exactly.
quantum joke.
I don't know anything about
And me.
quantum mechanics. But yeah, anyways, that's me. Looking forward to next Monday. Looking forward to crying.
Mission achieved as a GM. Make your players look forward to crying.
I've never been so excited and sad.
Thank you, Fist. Brad.
Hello there. I don't cry.
Or die, apparently.
Or die. I wasn't sure if I was dying or not either, by the way. I was like, am I dying now? Is this it? Like, is that what that fail was? I rolled the 9 and then had to
Oh.
re-roll.
I thought
So-
that was what you were doing. Like, I thought you had already rolled and that you were on the way out and that we were saying goodbye to you.
So
That's what I
depending-
No,
thought.
I did as well. I didn't know what the fuck was happening.
Depending
Oh,
on what
God.
depending on what you did in the firmament, I would have made you basically make a death save.
Right. Yeah. I didn't know what was going on. But,
and then Whack judges it, and if he doesn't like it, you're dead.
right. No, I
That's what
I
heard
thought I
just
was
then.
dead, so I was like, oh well, bye everyone. And then you were like, what do you do next or whatever? And I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll go back. I didn't know quite exactly what was happening because I rolled the 9 on the original jump thing, and I was like, okay, well, either we fuck up as a whole or whatever. But you said that we did it, so or like you were asking what was happening. And I thought, well, I rolled the 9, then I rolled what I presume was a pass, so the 9 was a semi-fail. So I assume that I actually did on the count of 4 fail, and then that's when I called upon the power of Luca and his strength to help us out. And it's definitely not ripped off from that scene in Final Fantasy VII Advent Children where he reaches up for the hand of Aerith and she helps him kill the fucking Bahamut. That's all.
Yeah, it wasn't from that.
Just awaiting the
games.
copyright strike.
Yeah. I did it. This is one of those ones where I was like, oh, I'll reach out for Luca. And then while it was happening, I was like, oh, I stole them.
That's what we do here on Table Story.
Game.
Still everything.
Thank you, Brad. I'm Wax Steven. I have been your GM of Doom. I've dragged the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Thank you, as always, for watching, chat. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the fan art. Thank you for all of the emotions and such. We appreciate you. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Fist. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Myth. Thank you, PB, for being awesome role players. Thank you, Atlas.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much. And yeah, if you have not done so, please make sure you follow all of these people by heading on over to tablestory.tv/ZBO. Click on all their links, follow them on all the places. Go give them some love. Follows are free. Make it happen. And if you're feeling particularly generous and you'd like to help support these lovely people, and you have yourself a Twitch Prime or an Amazon Prime, throw it their way. Get yourself some emotes. Go support them. They're great. And if you want to help support Table Story, one of the best ways you can do that is by making sure that you follow this channel. That's the free way. Head on over to twitch.tv/tablestory. Follow this channel. And go sub to us on YouTube as well. We've got a YouTube link that's just cycling through there. But just youtube.com/tablestory. And if you want to support us monetarily, you can do so by heading over to tablestory.tv/pledge. And check out our Patreon. We've got a ton of amazing stuff on there. Lots and lots of podcasts. We've got lore drops from the various shows that we do. We've got artwork for the different shows that we do. And we might have some art for this show for this month coming up very soon. That's going to be worked on by the very lovely Suti in the chat there. We might have some Braun art coming your way this month. So be on the lookout for that.
And my art that I...
You have
said
to do
you
it
wanted
now,
me
please.
Yeah, it's a brass rubbing.
You heard it here first. Brad is going to rub his ass. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Well, in the name of art.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for Witchcraft and Wizardry. Same time as this show, except it's Harry Potter. It's going to be good stuff. Thank you so much. Peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. Good night, everybody.
Monday.
Or
Good night.
Monday. Sorry. Oh, man. I'm getting streamer brain.
I was going to enjoy my Tuesday.
I'm getting streamer brain. Goodbye, everybody.
Now you can't enjoy Tuesday.